Hi students, so this is teacher Alvin. Today I'm going to solve another exam paper which is usually used for your first school exam, usually around the first 2 to 3 months of your school term. Okay, so don't forget to like the channel and subscribe to teacher Alvin for more mathematics tips and tricks. Alright, let's do question 1. Workout means you solve. Okay, so when I see negative and positive here, right, side by side means you have to evaluate, right? So let's combine them. Negative 8 copy back, plus minus you are going to combine to become a minus. Okay, then you copy 5. Alright, so now this is your first mark over here. Then you have to solve to get to the final answer for the second mark. Okay, so minus 8 minus 5, that will be minus 13. Log in at the corner, so that will get you the second point. Alright, let's go for B. Okay, so teacher can see two symbols operation side by side means you have to evaluate. So 11 copy back, negative negative positive, yeah, so plus, copy back the number 22. Again, one more time, the two operations will have to be evaluated. Positive negative become negative, yeah, copy back the number. So you see the way I bring down the working. Okay, stay consistent. Alright, now you can evaluate 11 plus 22, that will be 33, so you can copy 33. I won't be greedy, yeah, so copy minus 33 down. Solve one operation at a time. So teacher solve the first one. Okay, so 33 minus 33, that will be 0. You can write equal sign and log in the final answer 0. So 1 mark for the working and 1 mark for the final answer. That will be 0, yeah. Okay, C. I don't see nothing tricky here. It's always multiply only, right? So you can actually do the first part. Focus on the first part first. Okay, so teacher put a bracket in front. Negative 6 times 5, that will be minus 30. Why? Because 6 times 5 first, 30, and then negative, positive, negative, yeah? Copy, multiply, and copy this down. Solve one thing at a time. Alright, so what you can do right here, 30 times 3, that will be 90. And then you check the operation. Here is negative, negative become positive. Okay, so don't have to write positive here. Log in your final answer. So over here you can write equal, or you don't want to write equal, that's okay, as long as you bring down your working. So log in your final answer. Let me write properly, yeah. This is 90. Okay, so final answer 1 mark, working 1 mark, definitely over here. Question 1D. So let's look at this question. Negative 4 times negative 20 divided by negative 5. Okay, you do the top part first. Okay, don't bother about the bottom one. Do the top part. So 4 times 20, that will be 80. Copy. And then you evaluate the operation. Okay, negative times negative will become positive. Okay, leave it. Divide or write over minus 5. Copy back. Alright, now you are going to solve this and write at the bottom. Okay, so I know the numbers can be quite big right now. 80 divided by 5, you do not know, you can always do this. Okay, so we ignore the negative. Okay, ignore the negative, just do 80 divided by 5 first. Alright, let's do that. 1 times 5, you get 5. Minus, okay, don't forget to write minus. So 8 minus 5, that will be 3. Bring down the 0. So what times 5 will get you 30? That will be 6. So 6 times 5, 30. Okay, so make sure we do all this to show to the examiner. Your here the balance will be 0. Don't forget to write. Okay, so we are getting 16. You can write equal sign and 16. Now the next thing you have to ask yourself is positive divided by a negative. So positive negative will get you negative. Don't forget to write negative over here. Alright, so that will be the final answer, negative 16. So 1 mark for your working, and here the final answer. Number 2 now. Insert brackets to make the statement correct. Okay, I think the question here should have been bracket over here. So there can be 1 or more brackets. Okay, as long as we can get this to be 24. Okay, so they will have to give you a lot of things over here. You have to use trial and error. Okay, so don't forget to use trial and error. It's okay to make mistakes here. So let's say teacher were to make a mistake here. I put a bracket over here. Okay, so let's show you a mistake. So 12 times 9, that will be 108 minus 8 times 2. Okay, now you can try and do this. We have to do multiply first, right? So you can see 8 times 2, 16. 108 minus 16 wouldn't get you 24. It's way too big. That's how you check that the bracket shouldn't be at the front. Okay, so we have to use trial and error. and try again. So why don't I suggest you to put here in the middle. So according to mathematics BIDMAS, right? BIDMAS, where we have to do bracket first. So we have to do 9 minus 8 first. So that would be 1. So 12 times 1 times 2. Let's see if we can get 24 this time. So I can see 12 times 1 is 12 times 2 indeed is 24. So once you have already found the answer, right, you can always erase this, don't show, because the question just wanted us to show the bracket. Where should we put to make this statement correct? So leave it like this and you will be awarded the 1 mark over here. Question 3. Teacher can see a lot of the multiply, plus, minus. I can see bracket appearing for B as well. So it's definitely testing you on BIDMAS. Yes, I do know certain books they teach you BODMAS instead, but that's the same actually, okay? So I is for indices, which means the powers. Let's do this. Try to look for bracket. If you see bracket, you solve bracket first. Indices means power, like 2 square or 3 power of 3, something like that, okay? Division, look for divide sign. Multiplication, look for multiply. Addition, plus. Subtraction, minus, okay? So bracket is the most powerful check. Question A, don't have. Then I can see multiply here. Definitely need to do multiply first. Let's do that. 5, copy back. Okay, now 3 times 6, that will be 18. So you write plus 18. Minus 9, copy back. So this should be your first mark. You evaluate the multiply first. Now next step is you can either choose plus or minus. Do the plus one first, okay? Suggest to do that. 5 plus 18, that will be 23. Minus 9, copy back. I wouldn't be greedy. I will just keep bringing my working downwards. Okay, so 23 minus 9, that will be 14. So that will be your final answer. You log in like that, okay? So 1 mark here, and then your working definitely will give you another mark here, okay? So let's do question B. Okay, teacher can see bracket, and bracket is the strongest in math. So you're going to do that first. 8, copy back. Multiply, copy back. 9 plus 3, evaluate, become 12 times 5. Okay, now I can see the numbers are going to become quite large, as you see that it's just multiply here, right? So you choose either you want to do the first one or you want to do the back one. I leave it up to you, okay? So teacher is going to do the back one first. So 12 times 5, that will be 60. Okay, now I can teach you another shortcut here. Whenever you see like 50, 60, 70, you do 6 times 8 first. That will be 48. And then you add one more 0. Looking at this, here there's one 0 here, right? You just copy another 0. So this will be 480. Okay, so that will be the final answer. That's the reason why I do the back part first over here. I didn't do 8 times 12, okay? I do 12 times 5 so that I can use this shortcut. Okay, so try to learn from here. Okay, C. Ooh, I can see divide. Definitely need to do divide first. And then I can see multiply here. So BIDMAS follow, divide first and then multiply. Alright, so let's do this one first. 10 divided by 2, that will be 5. Plus, because over here got plus, so I teacher copy back only, okay? So 3 times 4 will need to evaluate because it's multiply. That will be 12, like that. So that will get you 1 mark here. Then you solve this. 5 plus 12, that will be 17. Log in 17. So that's your second mark over here. So that's how you do question 3. Question 4 and 5, I purposely asked the same number. So I asking for multiples of 12 and then the factors of 12 for question 4 and 5 respectively, right? Usually students will mix up between your multiples and factors. So how to memorize this is you are going to use multiples first. They sounded like multiply, so you are going to remind yourself the multiplication of 12, okay? So what do I mean is like 1 times 12, you get 12. 2 times 12, you get 24. 3 times 12, you get 36. So these are actually your multiples, okay? So let's write the first 5. First 5 only, so 12, 24, 36, 48, and one more, that will be 60. So that will be the answer, 1 mark, okay? So how to do the factors? Factors is the other way around. It's like 12 can be divided by what numbers? So let's do factors of 12. Put 2 dots. Okay, now they always come in a pair, okay? So how to check is 12 can be divided by 1 and 12. So you can do like multiplication to check, okay, 1 and 12. Next, 12 can be divided by 2 and 6. Okay, they always come in a pair. So 2 times 6, you will get 12. Alright, so definitely 12 can be divided by 2, 12 can be divided by 6 as well. Right, check again. 3. So 12 can be divided by 3 and also can be divided by 4. So this is how you can check. They are actually converging towards each other. Okay, so previously it's just 1 to 12, you need to check 2 to 11. Then slowly you can see that I can check until 3 to 4 only. Alright, so these are called the factors of 12. So write down everything: 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. So that's how you do factors. Question 6, find the highest common factor of 20 and 28. And I look at the corner, it says here 2 marks. Alright, so definitely you need to show your working here for 1 mark. And then your correct answer will be given another mark for this question 6 over here. Okay, so you lay down your working like this first. And as I mentioned, factor means you can divide that number by what are the numbers for the factors. Okay, so for 20, I can see that they are divisible by 1 and 20, so always come in a pair. Next step, 20 is divisible by 2 and 10. Okay, so 2 times 10 will get you 20 lah. Okay, now is 20 divisible by 3? No. And let's check the next number. Is 20 divisible by 4? Yes. So 4 and 5. Okay, so you can see that I converge towards each other. I don't have to check anymore. There's nothing missing in between. So 4 and 5 is the last one. Alright, let's do factors of 28. So 28 can be divisible by 1 and 28. Next step, I need to check 2 now. So divisible by 2 and 14. Check again. Is 3 possible? 28 divided by 3 cannot. 4. Let's check. 4 can. 28 divided by 4. And then 28 can also be divisible by 7. Okay, so I've checked until 4 to 7. I haven't checked 5 and 6 left. That's it. You just need to check 2 more numbers, right? 28 cannot be divided by 5. 28 cannot be divided by 6. So that would be the factors. That's all. Alright. Once you are happy with your factors, now find the highest and the common factor between these two. I can see the common factors are 1. Both of them have 1, 2, 4, nothing else. So the highest common factor here is 4. Lock down 4. Okay, so 1 mark for your working and 1 mark for your final answer. That's the highest common factor. Question 7. Find the lowest common multiple LCM of 4, 7 and 8. Okay, so teacher can see it's a 2 marks question. That means you have to show working, okay, and then your final answer will be graded for the 2nd mark. Okay, so you have to lay down your working like this: multiples of 4, multiples of 7 and multiples of 8. I know many of my students don't actually like to write multiples, but you have to. Okay, if you just write 4, 7 and 8, it can be factors, it can be multiples. So again, we want to memorize and you have to write multiples. Okay, now let's start. So multiples of 4, let's go. 4, 8, 12, 16. The technique here is to write as many as possible. Okay, so bear with me. 28, next one, 32, 36, 40, 44. Just keep writing, okay, just keep writing. 56. Okay, I'm at the end of the page already, so I stop. Okay, so 7, 40, 14, 21, 28, 35. You still need to practice a little bit. Okay, so do memorize your multiplication table. What else? I think that is 56 next. Okay, so both also end with 56. I think good enough. Okay, so let us do multiples of 8. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40, 48, 56. Okay, I can see 56 is the common multiple here, so circle, and that will be the first and the lowest common multiple between these 3 numbers over here. So log in your final answer, 56. Okay, so once again, right, you need to check all 3 numbers having the same common multiple. Like for example, here I can see 8, here I can see 8, but 7 don't have multiples. for the number 8. Okay, so I don't see. Alright, here got 24, here got 24, but in the middle don't have 24. So you must make sure that all these three numbers have the same common multiple. Then only you can log in your final answer. So this is your working and this is your final answer. Question 7. Okay, so I'm going to teach you another method here. This method is usually used by a lot of Malaysian students. Okay, so I knew that you guys like to use this technique for lowest common multiple. Okay, so you write down your numbers 4, 7 and 8 and then you underline like this. Okay, so now your job is to make sure they all end with 1, 1 and 1. Okay, so let me show you how to use this method. So I am going to put 2 first. So you are going to take 4 divided by 2. Here you will end up balance 2. Okay, so one more time, 7 cannot be divided by 2, so you copy 7 down below. 8 divided by 2, you get 4. Okay, so you just keep dividing, right, until you get 1, 1, 1 each. Let me show you again. Here the next line, I'm going to divide by 2 again. So 2 divided by 2, 1. 7 cannot be divided by 2, copy 7. 4 divided by 2, teacher get 2. Okay, so you just keep repeat until they get 1, 1, 1. Okay, so again divide by 2. 1 divided by 2 cannot, so just write 1. 7 divided by 2 cannot, then write 7. 2 divided by 2, then I get 1. Okay, so here already 1, here already 1, here only left 7, right? So the next number divided by 7. Okay, so 1 cannot be divided by 7, copy 1. 7 can be divided by 7, so write 1. 1 cannot be divided by 7, then you just write 1. So once you have done this, everything is like remainder 1, 1, 1, right? You're gonna take this and multiply them together. That will be your lowest common multiple. Let's prove to you, yeah? So your lowest common multiple between the number 4, 7 and 8 will be 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Let's see. 2 times 2 times 2 times 7. Okay, so 2 times 2 will be 4 times another 2. So you can evaluate yourself, yeah? So here will be 8 times 7 and that will be 56. So it will be matching. So this is a method used by a lot of Malaysian students, and I'm not sure if you can apply this for your IGCSE because I've seen the marking scheme for IGCSE. I don't really see this working, so do take note on that. Work out 4 square times square root 81. Okay, I like maths. They always remind us to work out. okay, let's do 4 square, that will be 16 because this is 4 times 4. Multiply square root 81, that will be 9. Okay, so you knowing how to evaluate square and square root, that will get you 1 mark over here. Okay, now continue. 16 times 9. Ooh, okay, the number quite large, then I have to do manually like this. So 6 times 9, that will be 54. Write 5 on top. 1 times 9, that will be 9. Plus 5, that will be 14. So you are getting 144. Okay, once you are happy with your answer, log in at the corner. 1 more mark over here. So that's actually your question 8. Simplify means you combine the same term or you combine the same family of the algebra unknown. Okay, so I can see there are P and Q unknowns here. So what you can do, right, you can like underline or circle. For example, I underline the P family here and then there's another plus 4P family here. Right in front first, copy back. So 2P plus another 4P here, copy. Okay, and then the rest of the family, which is the Q family, right, minus 3Q, copy at the back, and then minus Q one more time, copy again like this. You continue to evaluate, right? So 2 plus 4, that will be 6P over here. Here you have to be very careful. You are going to do minus 3Q minus another Q, right? So minus 3 minus 1, that will be minus 4Q. So that's how you do a simplify question over here. Log in if there is nothing else to simplify. So your working and your final answer will be the marking scheme for this question 9. Expand and simplify where necessary. So teacher can see that there's a number in front of a bracket plus a number and then a bracket. Usually students will take this opportunity to trigger me. So they say the word expand means making it bigger, and they will actually do this. So I hate the word expand, man. They always like to do this to trigger me. Okay, so that is not the meaning of expand. Okay, the meaning of expand, right, is basically to multiply in. Okay, so 4 multiply in here, and then 4 multiply in here. Same goes 3 multiply here, and 3 multiply with s over here. Okay, let me show you how to do this right now. Okay, so let's focus. First step, you can always copy back the question so that you can stay focused on your task. Okay, watch how I do this. Alright, okay, so 4 times 3t, that will get you 12t. Again, 4 times minus 5s, that will be minus 20 first, and then you copy back the unknown s like that. Okay, so another time, plus 3 times with 4t, what did you get is actually 12, because 3 times 4 will get you 12. Copy back the t. Okay, one more time, plus s here, so you need to take 3 times s, that will get you 3s. Okay, now a hint that I want to share with you here right now is that when you do mathematics, right, you have to change the way you write t already, because if you write t like this, you will confuse yourself with the plus symbol. Okay, see that? T will have to add a small tail slightly so they can differentiate between t and plus. Alright, so let us evaluate and simplify now. So t family, I can see these two, copy back in front. So 12t plus 12t again right in front. Okay, now the s family, you copy at the back. So minus 20s plus 3s, right, like this. Okay, so it's a 3 marks question, so it's fine to show more working. Continue to evaluate. 12t plus 12t, that will be 24t. And minus 20 plus 3, that will become minus 17. And then you write the unknown s. That's it. We can't evaluate anymore because t family and the s family are different. So you are going to log in your final answer, 24t minus 17s. So that will be your answer for question 10. Question 11, name the polygons shown below, and I can see there's actually part A and part B. Okay, so for the name, and I look at the question, just 1 mark, right? So you give the name correctly, you'll be graded 1 mark already. Okay, so there's no working for this, yeah. Okay, let's count the number of sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is a 7-sided polygon. So the name is actually heptagon. Okay, so H-E-P-T, hep, and then A-G-O-N. So that is how you spell heptagon. Okay, 7-sided shape, heptagon. Alright, let's go towards the next question. Again, 1 mark question, right? So let's see the number of sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is a 5-sided shape. And there are a lot of symbols here denoting that all lengths are the same. I can see that the angle are going to be same as well because this is regular. So do remember to write the word regular. And for 5-sided shape, yeah, is your, what is this? Pentagon, right? Pentagon, P-E-N-T-A-G-O-N. So don't forget to write the word regular. I just want to trick the student here whether they remember to write the word regular or not. So please make sure that you do aware that if it's all angle the same and all lengths are the same, then do write the word regular. Okay, so that's actually the last question of this exam paper. Hey, if you really enjoyed the video, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to Teacher Alvin for more mathematics tips and tricks. So I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.